Hi, I'm Arwen Nightstar of Tarot by Arwen. I'm also known as Stephanie Arwen Lynch and the president of the American Tarot Association. Today I'm going to be doing a video review of Le Tarot de Femme Erotique, the Erotic Tarot. It's a vintage erotic tarot. You can learn more about it at vintageerotictarot.com. I'm going to show you the box. This is all old artwork that they have gathered and then applied to the tarot paradigm. So 78 cards. They took the court cards, and for your court cards you have Novice, Lady, Chatelaine, and Queen. I may have those out of order. I'm going to look those up right now. Novice, Lady, Chatelaine, and Queen. Now, some of these pictures I cannot show you, okay? I'm going to show you the back of the card so you'll know that it is not a reversible back. That is the Magician that you see there, and that's one of the less risque images. The image on the back says, "The most beautiful women of the early 20th century echo Tarot's traditional images in a complete deck offering divinatory depth, power, and delight. An intimate window on history, on an esoteric tool of personal discovery." And then it says visit vintageerotic.com to learn more about tarot, download a free guide to the meanings, and find sources about more vintage erotica. Now this deck is gorgeous. It's a big, healthy deck. I've got fairly large hands for a woman, and this is the, as I keep flashing at you, they have words at the bottom, so this is withdraw and change direction, and it is the Hermit. And I love the idea of the Hermit going into a door. It gives you the idea of moving out of the hustle and bustle of the day. And so that's a really nice card for me. Overall, I love this deck. There's very, very little that I don't like about it. One thing that they do is they change some of the names. Sometimes with decks that give information at the bottom, like keywords or key thoughts, that kind of bothers me, because I want to have my own stuff going on there. But with this deck, they give you things like the Fool is begin life's adventures. I can kind of show you the Fool. But just look at the expression on her face. Isn't she happy and joyful and looking forward? She looks like she's ready to go do something. And I really love that about her. I pulled some cards out that I could share with you, and now I'm looking for them because I have lost them, of course. Let me see if I can reclaim the ones that I moved out of the way. Oh, here they are. Okay, so that was the Fool. Now here's the Magician. The Magician, as above, so below, very witchy, very pagan if you're a Wiccan. And I like the way they've taken her and framed her out. I love all the white around her. And she doesn't have all the tools that you traditionally see in a magician. Normally you see swords, coins, cups, wands, all of the things that a magician uses. But in this deck, we don't see that. Here is the Six of Swords. Another thing that's difficult for me is that they don't number the minors, other than by showing you the number of the suit. So you literally see 6 swords, you see 6 cups, but it doesn't say the number 6. And I don't visually count that fast, so it's a little difficult for me. And this is Retreat from Travail for the Six of Swords, which is a very, very traditional meaning of this card. And I really like what they've captured here, what they've taken with this woman who just looks like she's taking some time out and maybe contemplating what she's been doing. And it's a very soft, feminine card. This deck is very feminine. There are no male images in here at all. That may bother some people. Here is the Four of Swords, called Inward Study. And you'll see what I mean about the, some of it's not as risque as others. This was considered very woohoo in the day, with her bare legs showing and ankles and everything. But I like her contemplative look, and definitely inward study for the Four of Swords, which traditionally means taking time out to heal, taking time out to that solace and solitude. Sometimes meditation is a good answer there. Here comes the Two of Cups. aptly titled romance. Has a little bit of a gay feeling to it, which appeals to the queer femme in me, right? But I like their look. Let me see if I can get a little close up so you can see the delight these two women show in one another. And I think that's lovely. The gift of loving, the Ace of Cups, is very, very nice. And it's a little on the woohoo side again. Woohoo is my word for the day. So you see, gift of loving. And I love the artwork on the edges. I love the way they've gone with that vintage look and that dark brown. It really adds to this deck. And here is one of the court cards, the chatelaine. The chatelaine would be the, if I'm reading their courts correctly, the chatelaine would be the queen and their queen is the king. But this is Friend of Women, and this is the chatelaine of swords, which is an interesting take on the Queen of Swords, because she's often seen as a gossip, her negative side. She can also be seen as a widow, but she's a very intellectual woman. So you can see Friend of Women would be a woman who is having those intellectual salons of back in the day. Now here is another sword, and I'm going to have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 swords, and it's a pause in the struggle. Now the Nine of Swords traditionally is the card of anxiety and nightmare, so this is an interesting choice on this one. She's almost in a yoga pose, but that's very, again, contemplative, very focused look that seems to be part of these images. And again, they didn't create the images. The images were ones they found, if I'm understanding correctly. Here's another sword. Excuse me, I may be reading these wrong. That is not the six. That is not the Nine of Swords. That is the Nine of Wands. So that means that makes sense to me, because the Nine of Wands is pause after a battle. So I do apologize, and that was actually, yep, the Queen of Wands, not the Queen of Swords, Arwen. So the Friend of Women is the Queen of Wands. So back all that up. I'm not going to redo the video, so sorry. You'll just get to see how goofy I can be when I can't see things. And that's one of the problems with me. The swords and the wands look very similar to me. Once you know, you'll see that the wands have the pointy end up and the swords have the pointy end down. Now this is Power Rises, and again it is the Six of Wands, which is the card of triumph and victory. And I really love this card. Almost a dance pose there. I'm trying to get it so that all my lights don't reflect off of it, and I apologize for that. But again, very, very pretty. And another thing that you'll notice, they're not all itty-bitty women. They're not all stick figures. They are lush, luxurious goddess-type women. Wish I could show you the goddess card on this one. It's gorgeous. It's a little over the top even for YouTube. This one is the Novice of Cups, Unexpected Love. And that is the love letter card for me. That's the card of getting a love letter, finding a love. So, and she has this little, I can see if I can get her face right up there for you. That little whimsical look to her. She's got this very fun attitude. And I like that they did pick youthful pages for their novices. Here's the Lady of Cups. And I have gotten out of the cards that I picked that I could show. Ha ha ha. Let me see. Let me find them again. Here's one. The Queen of Cups, she who offers love. Now this is a really nice card, and it's very tastefully done. Nice use of shadows. And she's having a little cup of tea, and she who offers love. So that's unexpected love, offers love. They stay very true to the traditional meaning of the tarot. I'm going to flip through here a little bit more, and, oh no, can't show you that one. No, not that one either. Some people have made remarks about these women are natural. They are not Brazilian wax. They're not shaved in the vagina area. They're natural. It's an homage to that natural beauty that we used to cherish, and now it's not so much cherished as looked down upon. So that's something I wonder about our community. Here's a beautiful one. This is the Ten of Wands, the card of being overwhelmed, and this is called Heavy Burden. And you can really see here how she does look like she's taking a rest. She has just had to put something heavy down. She's been a little bit overwhelmed with everything she has to do. I'm just looking through some more. This is kind of a fun one. This is the Lady of Wands again. She seeks unexpected change. And I like the fun in this one. I like the playfulness between the two women. I really recommend this deck. I think there's just a lot to be said for it. Oh no, can't show you that one either. This is not a deck that I would read with in public. Unless I was in a very specific venue where people had a more open mind. This deck could be titillation for some, and I'm just not really, that's not my game. Okay, if that's what you like, absolutely have fun. Here's a beautiful one. This is the Five of Swords, which is most often strife and unhappiness. This is defeat of the mind. So they're very much in the swords as air. And did I say the swords had the pointy end down? I lied. Those are definitely pointy end up. But those are definitely swords. So I just have to pay better attention, apparently. Cruel Thoughts, the Ten of Swords. It's a card of being a victim. Or being a survivor. You've always got a choice in that, I think, on how you react. Bad things happen, but then how do you react to them? So what I want to do, and I love, love, love Queen of Swords. I'm going to show her to you because she's just so fabulous. The words here are, she thinks the unthinkable. Now, is that not a marvelous Queen of Swords? Yummy, yummy cards. I just think that if you're a tarot reader who wants something a little different, I think you'd really enjoy these. These might be fun for a bachelor party or even a bachelorette party. And they'd be fun for a hen party where, women aren't too hung up on various things about, Harry Bush. Sorry, I had to go there. This is the Novice of Pentacles. And they really capture Earth in this card. They really hit that. That almost looks like Carolyn Jones a little bit, doesn't it? With those eyes. Not her era, but still. And then we have the Chatelaine of Coins. She who controls the money. Very wealthy, very lush background. So again, overall, they hit things really well. They really focus on the idea of, what is the word I'm looking for? Of what the tarot is. I mean, a real traditional sense of it. I showed you the Magician, the Hermit. I'm just looking back through to see if I can find any others that I can show you. The Goddess I love. The World is like money shot, big time. The Shaman is really fabulous. She shows a bare-breasted woman with a Cleopatra head, and there's snakes wound all over her, and there's snakes on the floor. Very, it's the Hierophant, and it's called Accept the Mystery. I'm going to show her to you anyway. But look at the depth of that card. Look the way the photographer set that up so that everything leads back into the mystery. And I really like that about this. The Chariot, Enjoy the Ride, is not showable, but there are some. Change of perspective is really awesome. It's called the Fairy, and it's card number 12, and it's a woman laying down. Oh, I can show you that one. Now the Fairy here is the name for number 12. I'm just kind of, because in my head I'm like, what's the number 12 card? Kenneth Wheel, blah blah blah. And I really can't recall, so that doesn't quite work for me. Death. Their death card is really fab. You are immortal, is what it's called. Now I'm going to have to hold it just with my finger in just a little spot for you, because there is a little bit of a inappropriate. But I love the cap. I love just the whole, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well kind of feel of that. The Devil shows a woman holding herself, and she's very sexy. I just really, overall, I think that this is a deck that you will get a lot out of. I see, like I said, it's not a deck that I would read with in public. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that because there are too many people who would have, you know, the conniption fit. But if you are a lover of tarot, and this is a deck I recommend. I love this deck. I want to show you the back again. It's got a purplish back. So that's the name of it. And then there's the Fool again, so you can see the brown. Now, I know that my video reviews are a little sketchy because I'm not very good at them yet, but I hope that you've enjoyed being able to see the deck and kind of get an idea of, oh, and the box. It comes in a very nice, it's a self-published deck, and it comes in a very nice, sturdy box, which is always beautiful. Beautiful artwork on the sides. I've really paid attention to detail, and for me, that's very important. I want detail. And there's the back of the box. Again, if this is a deck you want, go to vintageerotictarot.com. I'm making sure I've got that right. And pick this deck up. I think that you'll really enjoy it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know that I've enjoyed putting it together for you. I am Stephanie Arwen Lynch, and my website is tarotbyarwen.com. You can also find me in Austin, Texas, and if you'd like, give me a call at 512-612-2001. That is my business phone, and I check it every day or so. So I'd love to read for you, and have a great end of 2011, and have a great 2012, y'all. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on.